Okay, all right, let's find all four corners of our feet on the floor and just find a comfortable spot in your chair. You can close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale. Let your exhale be longer than your inhale. Let's do this about 4 times. Find your own breath. Own pace. Quieting anything that's distracting you. And as you take those final breaths, set your intention for this morning. This class, for the hour together. Want to learn something different. Maybe you want to challenge yourself. Maybe you just want to be. And begin by thymus tapping, where we take our fingertips gently on the sternum. Some of us like to do both hands so that we're getting our lungs. You're very familiar with this. It's for our immune system. The thymus is part of our immune system, but it's also a joy point, an energy point. We'll do this, you do it about a minute, just gentle tapping. Breathing as you do. Being aware of any place in your body that is tense, that is maybe sore from work you've been doing. About 10 more seconds. Just be grateful for those lungs, for the things that are in our body that we take for granted, that just do their own thing on their own without us even thinking about it. Okay. Let's start by just rolling the shoulders. You can open your eyes if you want, you don't have to. Rolling the shoulders one way and the other way. You do some stretching at the beginning, getting things going, and then we'll also work on our lymphatic system. And then if it's available to you, start swimming. Be careful if you have a shoulder injury, you can just come out to the side. So listen to your body and then go the other way. One at a time, alternating, you know what I'm coming to. So one arm goes one way and then the other arm goes the other way. So we're using our brain plasticity. It's a little wonky at first, and that's okay. Now do it the other way. So one goes back and one goes forward. We're always going to challenge ourselves in easy ways. That's okay. It takes a little bit. And just feel your core when you do this. You're working your digestive system too. Okay, now we're going to go into our lymphatic system. Where does it start? Right at our clavicle. You can start by tapping or you can massage that area. So right at the shoulder blade, right up here. Maybe even little taps across there. And I'm going to watch your fingers as you tell me where the next point is. Good job. Behind your ears, little tiny massage points. So all our brain drain, back of the throat, sinuses, and then you can just move those little circles, little massages all the way down the neck to the clavicle, to that collarbone. I don't like to tap there. I think it's a little tender. So usually when I'm doing lymphatic massage, it's about 5 times. Okay, now to the axilla. And you can take and just massage under that armpit. The lymphatics go all the way down. So if you want to go tap, 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 tap down this way, that's fine. And then when you're ready, the other side, tap, 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 or you can massage, gentle taps. Massage, get into there. Now down to the tummy area, core, go in a clockwise. So you start at your lower right, up, over to the left, lower right, up, over to the left and down. Nice job. Helping our deep lymphatics in our core area that surround all the organs. And then you can scoot forward a little bit. We'll do the inguinal area, right where, say, bathing suit meets right at the pelvis where those thigh muscles attach. Really important for drainage of the lower legs, the lower core, and then go behind your knees, the popliteal area. You can tap, you can massage. So this is getting things flowing, but our muscles get it going too. So this is a manual lymphatic drainage, if you want to call it that. You may feel tingles when you do this. And then take your hands as paintbrushes and start at the ankles and just come all the way up. Feels good, doesn't it? Feel the tingly all the way up. I'm feeling tingly. Are you? Mm-hmm. A little bit. So we have ignited, jump-started that lymphatic system. Okay, good. Now take your right hand to the right side of the chair, lift your left arm up, lift up from the pelvis and reach over. Stretch, feel the side body. Feel the tightness that you're releasing maybe in the shoulder, and then left arm to the left chair, right arm up and lean over to the opposite side. Nice job. Circle the hand, whatever you want to do to keep the movement going. Right arm down, left arm up. And again, lifting from the pelvis. Just allow movement to go through your body. Good. Now let's start with our arms. I'm going to do the big infinity. I'm going to get my shoulder fascia going. Feel the twist in your core. That feels good. Maybe move your neck with it, just gentle movements. Now switch the angle, switch the direction of that infinity, the circle, the 8, symbol 8. Nice job. Now open up. Feel the stretch in that shoulder blade. Try to lift up from the pelvis rather than crunching that lower back. Do you feel the difference? Now reach forward as if we're doing cat. We're going to do some cat-cow a little bit differently. So reach forward, belly goes to the back of the chair, and then pull those arms back with your elbows. Cow, without compressing that lower back. So you're opening up those pectoralis muscles, the chest, belly is strong. Reach out again to cat. So modifying our cat. Feel the tension in that belly, going back to the chair, and then open up again. So do that a couple more times, just on your own. And just allow the flow. Maybe you make big circles with your arms rather than just pulling back. Remember to breathe. More times. Try not to overextend that neck. Nice job. Good. Okay. Let's take our feet and circle the feet. You can't see it too much on the, and then the opposite way. And then keeping the feet out in front of you. We haven't done this for a long time. Open those toes. Open those as if each of them are fingers reaching out. You can do it with your fingers if that helps you to do it. Now grip those toes. Feel that in the back of your calf, yes? We're working our ab too. Open the toes again. The more you do this, the less you'll have toe cramps. And you're strengthening those ankles, you're strengthening the tendons. Now grip again your toe. Nice job. Now, just one at a time, float the toe down to the ground. So working those muscles with the lymphatic. Now let's start our marching. And then the same hand with the same leg. Just allow those arms to just flow and a swinging. And then when you're ready, we're going to do opposite hand with opposite leg. Nice job. Brain plasticity, working that brain plasticity. Nice job. Sit forward a little bit in the chair. We're going to do our, I'm going to call it a Cossack dance today. You know what it is. So arms out, elbow to knee. It does not have to touch. So it'll look like this, twist, and back up, and this. So feel the juiciness in that tummy area. You're working whatever you had for breakfast, or if you didn't, working what you had last night. You're twisting, helping our external and internal obliques in our abdomen. Couple more times. Nice job. Notice I'm not touching, I'm just twisting. Good. Arms out to the side. Let's do small circles, palms down. Connect with your breath. Palms up, opposite way. Palms down, make it a little bigger. Be gentle with your shoulder if you have shoulder issues. Palms up, even bigger. Nice job. Focus in on your core here. Focus in on your triple S, your skull, your spine, your sacrum. Nice job. And then I'm going to take my fingertips and meet up over my head. And I'm going to drop my hands behind my head, keeping my core strong, not arching my back, and back up. So we're getting ready for our weights eventually. Watch your triple S. One more time. So this is isometric. When I tell you don't use weights, you can still do it with your arms. Those are things that you can do without your weights. Let's pick up our weights. And if you haven't used weights in a while, you don't have to use weights. You still will be able to do the things that we're doing this morning. So you know what I'm going to start with. Get the stuff you don't like to do first. So arms out in front and twist open. We're making a circle. I'm going to turn this way. Breathing, strong core, feel that in your shoulders. Relax your neck, don't use your neck. Couple more times. Nice job. Shake that out. Next, we're going to do our V-ups. So elbows at our side, and we're going to draw our elbow up. Doesn't have to be very high. Feel that. Slow it down on the way down. Bringing that down. So I'm not coming very high. My hands are just coming out, and I'm allowing my elbows to drop. The reason why I say don't bring it high over your head, we're being careful of shoulders, okay? I'm very protective of, I'm seeing some of you do it, and that's fine, but I don't want any injuries. Nice job. Okay, shake those arms out. Let's do our suitcase. I'm kind of going backwards how we do it. So suitcase is our T. We're not jutting our diaphragm or chest out. We're keeping a very strong pelvis, very strong core, and shutting the suitcase. Opening and shutting. Really concentrating on those sternal muscles, the pectoralis, major, minor. Do you feel it in your shoulder and biceps? Don't forget to breathe. Opening and closing. Nice job. Shake out those arms. Let's do our servers next. So we're going to take the weights, palms up, elbows at our side, as if we're serving a tray. Out and back. Out and back. Remember to breathe. What's that doing to your core? Feel your core stabilize as you're carrying that heavy tray. Maybe it's really a light tray. A couple times light, a couple times heavy. One more time. Nice job. Let's do our overhead next. I'm just going to start this way, and then we've got another overhead too where we cross the weights, but we're going up and slow it down. Up and slow it down. Connect to your breath. Loving what I'm seeing. Doesn't have to be super fast. Know where you're feeling it. 1 and 2. Okay, let's shake that out. And then let's do our overhead and tricep press behind us. So up over our head, I'm crossing my weights, elbows at ears, try not to jut my pelvis forward, strong core. Feel that and be careful not to hit your head with the weights. If you want to do it in front of you, like this, and come this way, that's fine too. So try it both ways. Just don't hit yourself in the nose. Slowing it down without arching the back. We're not compressing the back. Watch your triple S, your skull, your spine, your sacrum, all in alignment. Really strong. Nice job. Next one, we'll do our triceps. So my palms are going to face, I'm going to lean forward in the chair a little bit. My palms are going to face each other, elbows at side, and I'm going to kick back. Rather than swing, have a controlled movement. Maybe you feel it all the way down in your toes, gripping. So my elbow is the lever. I just set my elbows right at my side. Loving it. Nice job. It's just moving gently, controlled. Maybe you hold at the back, pause a little, feel how tight they are, and then come up. Okay, now this time we're going to stay back. Palms are going to face up. Let's do our pulse for 30 seconds. I will watch the clock. Feel that in your core. Feel that in your shoulder blades. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And slow down the pulses if you want. 10 more seconds. Do this. 5, 4, 2, and 1. Nice job. Okay, let's do our swimmers. So roll the shoulders, get ready. Our swimmers, we're going to reach out in front of us and just skim the water, coming back. Reach out, coming back. Feel that in your shoulder blades, coming closer to the spine. Again, really intentional moments, movements, and moments. I won't make you do it for a long time. Now, back one more time. Nice job. Anything more you want to do? Okay, set your weights down. Take your block, put it between your knees. Press in, come forward in your chair. Feel all 4 corners of your feet on the ground. Nice deep breath. And as we press in, we're going to roll through that foot. Glutes ignite. So do our thighs. Up we go. Very slowly and up. See it? Then come with the thumb toward the back of the wall. Watch your triple S. Lift those toes. Where's the weight on the back of our heels? What's your triple S doing? Back of the skull, spine, sacrum. Take your hands to prayer. We're going to turn to your right. Feel that nice twist in your lower back. Come to center. Turn to the left. Feel the difference in your feet when you do this. Come to center, come back up. Really stretch out, strong. Press into that block. Then we're gonna do the leaning. We're gonna lean to the right. If you wanna lift up your toes, that's fine. You do not have to. Just, this is our weight bearing. Noticing the difference between what we place on those feet. Remember, we talked about standing in a line, and some of us put all our weight on one hip. This is bringing, just noticing the proprioception, noticing how much weight we put on one side versus the other. Press into that block, arms up again, bring them back as your bum comes to the back of the wall, and then slowly find that chair. I did that on purpose for our new ones so that they could find the chair with their hands. But usually we do it without plopping. So let's press into that block again. Ignite those inner thighs, rolling through the foot. Up we go, press in, press in. Nice job. Hands to prayer, bum goes to the back of the wall, toes alternately up. And then find the chair. Nice job without plopping. Nice job. We're going to do it again. Rolling through the feet, ignite those glutes. Up we go. Push into that block. Those are the muscles I want you to notice. Nice deep breath. Lower the right. This way. Turn to that lower area. Oh, Lord. Come to center, arm up, then lower the other hand. How's that? Turn to the side that you've lowered. Nice job. Arms both up. Come halfway down, toes up. Act as if you're going to sit in the chair in prayer, but you're not. Stay about an inch and then come back up. Does that hurt anybody? Okay, we're getting stronger. Strong core. Prayer, bending the knees, toes up. Act as if you're gonna sit in that chair, press into that block and up. Hey, Donna. Arms up. Hands back. And then without touching the chair, bum to the back of the wall, find the chair. Nice job. Without flopping. Okay. Could take the block out. Let's come back up. We're going to flow through softly and slowly, coming straight up. I'm going to bring my chair on my mat like this. So it's lengthwise on the mat. Those of you that want to do it on your mat without using the chair, we're going to do some downward dog. Have your weights ready because we'll do like we did the last time where we thread the needle with weights if you want. So be careful that the weights don't fall off on your toes. Okay? So both feet are in alignment facing the chair. Bend your bottom toward the, as if you're doing it, ready to do a chair. Hands both on the chair. Step your right foot back. Doesn't have to be very far. Okay, we're gonna work here. You can use the chair to press up. We're gonna come up into a high lunge. So our left knee is bent. We're using our core to raise up. Watch where your triple S is. Are you in alignment? It doesn't have to be very high. You can put your back heel up or you can put your back heel down, whatever feels more stable to you. Nice job. Bring the hands back to the chair. We're gonna bring one foot forward and the other foot back. So my right foot is forward, my left foot is back, my heel is up. Pressing from the core, or you can give a little shove from the chair, rise up again. High lunge. It does not have to be a wide stance. We're working with our balance again. Really strong core. Just remember that plumb line from the top of your head all the way through your pelvis. Nice job. Hands to chair again. Step both feet back. I'm bending my knees. I'm gonna come into my downward dog. And those of you that want to do it on the floor, you know how to do downward dog. My knees are bent, my hands are down, my head is coming in between my elbows, and I'm pushing my bum back and up. Maybe your heels come up. Lift that bum a little. Don't let your head drop below your elbows. Push that bum back up. Come on your toes. You can stretch out those heels. Back of the calf by putting those heels down. Maybe you pedal your feet. Nice job. Now come forward. We're going to come into plank. So a straight body, wrists over shoulders. I'm stretching out the back of the calves because I'm keeping my heels up. You don't have to. Nice, strong plank. Good job. Push the bum back. Come back into your downward dog. Up on my toes with my heels up, pressing back. Strong arms, stretching those shoulders. My ears are between my elbows. Now I'm going to step my left foot forward. If you want to grab your weight now, this is what we're going to do. We're going to thread the needle. One hand is forward, my left hand is forward. My left knee is bent forward. And I'm going to open up that side body with my right. You don't have to, but we're going to thread the needle with a weight or without a weight and come through gently. Hand on the chair, wrist below the shoulder. You can lift that back heel if you want. Nice job. So it's under the armpit of the left. Nice job. Couple more times, allowing that shoulder movement. The other thing you can do on the floor is put your knees down. That will help. Nice job. Okay. Either put the weight on the floor or on the chair. Step your right foot forward. Left foot back. I still have my heel up. My wrist is under my shoulder on my right side. You can either do it with or without the weight. And let's thread the needle on this side. Nice job. Don't forget to breathe. Nice. Seeing some opening up. You can open up all the way. If you don't have the weight, here's another way we can do it. Just open that shoulder up. I'm loving that. Open that shoulder up. Listen to your body. Breathing. Strong core. When you're ready, put the weight down on the floor. Let's put legs in the same plane and come into a stretch. So on the floor, you can come to child pose, or if you have your hands on the chair, I'm just coming back, stretching out into downward dog. Take your breath. Take another breath. Push into that chair. Come forward a bit into a strong plank. Maybe you have to step back a little. I'm on my toes. You can put your full heel down if you choose. And just be aware of your alignment. Where's your skull? Where's the back of your skull? Where's your spine? Where's your sacrum? Nice job. Now we're going to do a little something different. We're going to take our bum back. Bring your elbows to the chair. My bum is up in the air. Okay. Now, come up on your toes. So I'm going to just walk my feet back a little bit. This is our dolphin. So we're on our elbows. Be gentle. Bum is up in the air. Head can be almost touching the chair if you want. Gentle. I'm up on my toes. Strong forearms. Yes. And then step your feet forward. Press your hands into the chair. And then come up. Nice job. How'd you do? Give yourself a hand. Now we're going to go into our warrior. So you can put your chair back facing the front of the mat. Okay. I'm going to face this way. Maybe I should face this way. I'm going to face this way so we can have the video. Let's face this way. Left leg is out, knee is bent. Right knee, right leg is behind us a little bit. You can be flat-footed, bring that heel down, or you can be up on your toes, okay? You can hold on to the chair. All right, we're gonna do our little airplane. So that's why we did the weight shift. So shift back and forth on the feet. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put all the weight on that outside foot. Bring the inside up as you lift that outside arm. Find a place that you can focus. Strong core. Holding, breathing. You can take your hand off the chair, maybe put it on your hip if you choose. Or you can keep it on the chair, that's okay. Feel all four corners of that foot grabbing the mat. And when you're ready, come back down, hand comes down, foot comes down. Nice job. Okay, again, take a nice breath. Transfer the weight to the outside foot. My knee is bent. I'm going to start with my hand on the chair. I'm going to find a focus point first. Lifting the inside foot up, doesn't have to be very high. And outside arm stretches forward. I've got my outside hand open, grabbing all the energy that I possibly can. My foot is grabbing that mat. I'm strong, I'm breathing. You can either flex the inside foot, or you can bend it, or flex it or point it, sorry. Strong core. You can even bring the inside hand to meet the outside hand. And back down. Nice job. We'll do one more time with the flow. You doing okay? Nice deep breath. And start with hand on the chair or continue with hand on the chair. So my weight's gonna go to my outside foot. I've got it a little bit soft bend. Finding my focus point, lifting my outside arm, lifting the inside foot. I'm gonna find that outside hand with my inside hand. So focus and breathe. Now, when I'm ready, I'm gonna bring both hands slowly back behind me as if I'm diving off the starting block. Gripping that mat, you can still keep your hand on the chair if you choose. Keep your focus point. And come back down. Nice job. Okay, let's do the other side. Before we do that, let's just rotate that hip that has helped to stabilize us. Maybe we do our figure 4 if it's available to you. That feels nice on the hip. Rotate the foot. Okay. So opposite way. Inside foot is going to be back a little. My outside leg is bent. I'm up on my toes on the back foot. I'm not going all the way down, but you choose what feels stable. Find a focus point. I'm starting with my hand on the chair. I'm leaning all my weight onto the outside foot as I lift the inside foot up and lift the outside arm up. Choose what you do with that inside hand. Put it on your hip. Put it on the chair, or you can leave that outside hand. Grip that foot into the mat. And keep your focus point as you breathe through it. You may find that one side is easier than the other. When you're ready, back down. Nice breath. Start with your hand on the chair. Find your focus point. Lean into the outside foot. Bring the inside foot up, either flex or pointed. Outside arm comes up. You're looking at that focus point. This time I'm going to take my hand off the chair and meet my outside hand. Gripping my toes into that mat. Strong core. And come back. Good job. Getting stronger. Say that to yourself. Okay, one more time. Lean the weight onto your outside foot. It can be a slightly soft bend in that knee. Inside foot comes up. I'm going to bend my inside, flex my inside foot. I'm finding my focus point, lifting my outside arm, outstretching my fingers. Hand comes either from the chair to the hip, or it can meet the outside hand. And then take and flow whatever arm or arms are up in the air, up behind you. Really strong. That's almost easier to balance. Gripping the mat, keeping your focus, and come back down. Nice job. Okay, let's stretch that outside hip that stabilized us, either circles or maybe a figure 4. Nice job. I think we need to do our Niagara Falls. We did not do that Monday. So I'm going to look that way to do Niagara Falls, just so we can have it on our focus. So Niagara Falls, one foot is behind the other. the front foot heel is going to find the toe of the back foot. So we're on a steel girder, on a steel cord over the Niagara Falls, okay? It's thick, it's gonna hold us. And then take your hands off, you do that. Keep a weight on both feet. So like we did before, kind of wobble front to back to make sure it's 50-50, and then lift that balancing pole. This is important to find your focus, find a focal point that is not moving. You feel the mist from the falls. And when you're ready, transfer the weight to the front foot. Without looking, move that back foot, and the heel finds the toe. And then you can look and see if you're still on the steel cord. Okay, you're still balancing. And then at your own pace, walk forward. You're transferring the weight from back to front. This is not easy. As you go forward, find your pace, find your focus point. Maybe it's really windy. You wobble from side to side. That's teaching your brain what balance feels like. In just a second, we're going to go backwards. Okay, lightning in the air. We've got to get off the steel cord. So keep your focus point. Put the weight to the back foot. And the front toe finds the back heel. So you're walking backwards. You can look only after you place the foot. Nice job. Might feel a little off balance. This is a hard thing to do. Walking backwards on that line. Nice job. Okay. Loving what I'm seeing. Some people are dancing on the steel cord. Or it's really windy out there. Okay. For those of you that want to do tree with the block, grab your block. You can do it at any height. I'm going to put mine on my high setting. I'm going to stand on my left foot. You choose what foot you want to. You can start with hand on chair if you choose. My knee, my outside knee is going to come up and out, and it's going to find that block. Find your focus point, something that's not moving, and then choose where you want your hands to be. Quiet your body. You can put your hand on your lower calf or your foot on your lower calf. You can put your foot on your thigh. It's still balancing if your toes on the block, believe me. Find quiet within as you choose to do whatever you want with your arms. Make sure your core is holding you. Watch your triple S. Don't forget to breathe. Play around with the wobble. Fall, get back up. You can also do weights if you want. making, some people make sourdough bread. Kneading their hands as they stand. Choose what tree you want to be. When you're ready, keep your hands down. Stretch out. That was 2 minutes, ladies and gents. You're getting stronger. Those who are new to this is okay. We've been doing this for a year and a half. Stretch out that leg that was supporting you. And then maybe choose to put your block on the other side. So either stand on the mat or on a place that feels comfortable. Lift that knee, open that foot out. Find the place that you want to balance that toe. Finding that focal point. Don't move your foot too much, Kathy, because I'm focusing on your toes. And then hand off chair as you choose what kind of tree you're going to be. Again, remember that core. We've tried this where we let our core just go. We let our belly flop and we see what happens. We fall. So our core is so important on this. Focus is important. And it's okay if you choose to have a finger on the chair. Don't judge yourself. If you fall, you're just teaching your brain balance. You're ready. Foot find the ground. Wobble your body, whatever, pedal your feet out, whatever you have to do to release any tension you feel. Maybe we do some old school moves, just move our body, move our arms, whatever flow you want to do. Release some of that tension, maybe bowing to something, lifting a knee. Nice job. Oh, come find your chair. Put our legs out in front of us. Point our toes. Flex our toes. And then some little circles. Doesn't matter which way you go with your ankles. Now go the opposite way. Nice job. Just releasing those muscles that we used. Now I'm going to turn my feet inward. Inversion, knees come together. Toes go, big toe goes down to the ground. And then opening up, eversion, soles come together. Really feel the stretch in your ankle. We are creating strong ankles, strong lower calf muscles. Now inversion again. Big toe to the ground, knees come together, and then opening up again, outward. Maybe one way that feels a little more awkward or hurts a little more. Okay, now take your foot, reach forward. If you can do it on the carpet if you want, but we're going to stretch out the top of our foot where we go like this. So I'm putting my foot below me, holding onto my chair, and I'm going to stretch out that ankle. So I'm stretching out the front of my calf. Just be gentle with yourself because this can be very painful. But do you feel that all the way up to the knee? Some of you, I certainly do. Breathe into it. Ooh. And then the other foot. Behind you, stretching that foot, stretching the upper calf, all the way from the ankle to the knee. Just gentleness. Nice job. Keep your hands above your head. Let's let the right hand dip below. So my elbow is up behind. And then take the left hand and just touch the elbow. You don't have to come all the way. If this is hard for you, this is fine. Whatever it takes to feel a stretch for you. Okay. Worked a lot with weights, worked a lot with our arms on the chairs in plank. And then choose the other side. So my left hand is going to go down. My right hand is going to take my elbow. Stretching out. Nice job. Breathing into it. And opening up. And do some shoulder circles. One way, and then the other way. Left hand takes the right fingers. Straight arm, pulling back on those fingers, just stretching that out. Many of us have been doing a lot of gardening. Feels good. And then take your right hand, pull back, straight on. Nice job. And then my favorite, where we take the back of the palms to each other. And just kind of roll through that. It's getting better, getting easier. Nice job. Put your hands to prayer. Sit back in your chair. Close your eyes. Remember your intention at the beginning, or if you didn't have any intention, I want you to look at the word joy in the most beautiful font that you have ever imagined. Maybe it's Curly Wurly. Maybe it's Old Georgian. Joy. Think of how you're going to take that through your day, through the rest of your week or weekend. The light in me greets the light in each one of you. Namaste.